Back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Kaspa community. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for sticking around and showing so much love. You guys are appreciated, and let's just say you guys do not go unnoticed. Looking across the board right now, as of recording this update, we are seeing quite a bit of red across the market, and over the last 24 hours, pretty much everything seems to be down right now. But just a quick continuous reminder to each and every one of you, if you're looking at it on a weekly time frame, you can really see that the broader market is still up quite a bit, and that's something I want you guys to not forget. Looking at the price of Kaspa, 8.58 cents. So if you were to round it up, 8.6 cents. We're down about 4% in USD, also down about 2.7% in Bitcoin. Comparative valuation at 2.25 billion. And the 24-hour trading volume for Kaspa is actually creeping up slowly but surely, currently sitting at about $65 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I'm going to start off by talking about, the dominance index here with you guys. You guys can see this for yourself. When we're looking at the dominance index, 64.16% currently as of recording this update. It has creeped up over the course of the last few hours, as we can see for ourselves. But we did see a wick down to 63.74%. And earlier in the day, earlier in Tuesday, we actually did see the market reacting in a positive way, but since then dominance has gone up a little bit more. BTC still hanging around to where it was. I'm showing you guys the hourly time frame Bitcoins to really show you guys what's really happening. You can see we actually saw Bitcoin going down to 108, then pretty much pumping back to 109,000 almost. So we're kind of seeing a little bit of a sideways momentum really happening here. But with that being said, we do have some significant amount of support coming in our way. If this does not hold, our retest down to $106,000 is something that I want you guys to be aware of, and that would cause the dominance, I think, to pick up back to the likes of 64.7%, which could cause altcoins to go down a little bit more if Bitcoin were to lose this current support. But if you're looking at Kaspa right now, I'm very, very impressed with the way Kaspa is currently holding. We're still above this key support line, and we're still ranging around this 8.5 cents. So even though we have seen a little bit of volatility within the crypto markets over the course of the last, I would say, few hours, we're still seeing Kaspa holding much better than a lot of people realize. That's something that I want you guys to keep in mind here. Once again, showing you guys the hourly time frame on Kaspa as well. When you look at it from an hourly perspective, things don't look as bad as you guys might think. Here we have it. You're starting to notice a nice sideways consolidation happening for Kaspa, especially, the takeaway here is how we are above this key support line. Such an important key support line to obviously not neglect. Just on June 5th, we were literally sitting at 8 cents, which again was a briefly retest below, but you can see how we reclaimed back above this range, and we are trying to go back into the blue zone, and we know the significance of that blue zone. I don't really need to say it any further. We have obviously talked about this quite some time on my channel, and you guys know the importance of that range. So if you're kind of zooming in and taking a look at, since we broke out of here back in April, which obviously took us back up to that 13 cents range, again something we called out, we're still in this upward trend though for Kaspa. So, in terms of Kaspa's, upward trajectory being invalidated, as of now, that has not been the case. So I'm pretty much projecting, for us to get back into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, especially once we cross that 13 cents mark. Right now, what we need to realize is that the dominance is much higher than you are, expecting. And a lot of people are not realizing the importance of the dominance. And this is why I continuously talk about the importance of the dominance. Obviously, if we fall below, I would say, around the 63.48%, maybe we could push down to the May levels, which I honestly think would cause the market to actually react in a positive way. But we cannot forget those things. But let me know down below what you guys think right now. What are you guys doing right now when it comes to Kaspa? Where do you see the price of Kaspa will be at the end of the year? That's what I want to know from you guys in the comments. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.